Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to May feature updates. We've got Kevin here. Kevin, how you doing?
Good, good. Happy to be here, ready to share some stuff. We're
Yeah,
doing good.
awesome. I'm not in my usual spot today. Unfortunately, I hurt myself, so I gotta stay put here. So I'm gonna be recording this from my home. So excuse me for the poor audio, but let's just jump right into it. Um, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Dirt Hacker Challenge. This is coming up, and we run this every month. This is a 3-day webinar session with me. We go through um, really, like, if you've proven the land investing method, you understand how it works, you have a strategy, but now how do you grow the business? How do you build processes? How do you streamline your marketing? How do you handle your leads and keep everything efficient? What are some of those efficient, um, methods or strategies, especially using a tool like Pebble? I run this every month. If you head over to dirthackerchallenge.com and sign up for it, I'm going to send you a free book. You're going to get a workbook as well. There's a bunch of free stuff that I'm going to send you, but head over, sign up for the next one. That's every month. Dirthackerchallenge.com. All right, let's jump into Pebble and some of the features that we've been working on, Kevin.
Yeah, yeah. What we've got today are some updates on our Zapier integration. If you were around last month, you learned that we updated our Zapier integration, so we have a lot more triggers and actions and things that are available there. We further added a few things this month, particularly around properties. Now, if you have a Zap set up for our property actions, like you purchase, we have actions for marking a property as purchased or sold or creating an offer. Those property details will now include a whole bunch more information. So you'll now get all of the property's documents, all of the information around that property. So any structures, address information, and a bunch of other things. So if that's important to you, which for some of you I know it is, that will now be there.
Awesome. Hey, in the comments below, this is always a challenging one. Like, what are you using Zapier for? What maybe let us know in the comments below. What other platforms are sort of existing in your tech stack? And I'd love to comment on possible ways of connecting those two. So throw in the comments below. I'm also going to be working closely with Smarter Contact as well as Launch Control. We're going to be doing a new video for both of them on how we're going to be able to further streamline your process between the two. So for those of you guys that are mass texting and doing your texting through those two platforms, we've already got an article. If you go to pebblerei.com/mass texting, we've got a video there that you can watch, see how to string things together. But now that we've got even more inside of Zapier, I'm going to be able to show you a little bit more with that. So make sure you check that out. Okay, let's go on to the next thing here, Kevin.
Yes. For those of you who are doing lots of mailing through Pebble, one thing that we've heard is that people want a better way to track invoices and receipts, so that if you're sending those to your bookkeeper, the way that it currently worked is you would have to go into Pebble and go into your billing page and pull in all the receipts. Now we can actually set up an email that those receipts can go directly to. So I'll just share my screen here and let's do this one here. All right. Okay. So if you go into your account settings, so up here on the right, go to account settings under company details, there is a new attribute here called billing email. So if you set that up, I'll set it to myself. Let's do doubleorei.com. And I save that. Now, every time I activate a campaign and I make a payment for the mailing there, this email address will receive a receipt. So it'll get a email will go out with a link to view that invoice or that receipt and download it as a PDF if you'd like to. So for those of you who do need that more advanced bookkeeping, you can either you could set this email address to your bookkeeper or have some sort of central email address that you have all of your Pebble mailing receipts going to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about our latest update here, or the last one here.
Yes. So we now have emojis. So if you are sending a letter, like doing a mailing campaigns, or you've got postcards, or um, you all, or you're doing anything with mailing follow-ups, anything that has mailing, previously, if you had tried to add an emoji character, the little smiley faces or the winking faces, what you would see when you actually went to print that letter is that emoji character would be replaced with something that didn't look quite right. We've now fixed that, so everything you can use emoji characters in your mailings, which is
I don't want to.
I know.
I don't
Yeah.
want anybody to downplay emojis. Personalization, doodles. I talk about my first deal that I've ever gotten done, and it was like me. I literally have. I can't show it, but I always show it on camera. My first postcard. I literally doodled and scanned in a happy face, and those kind of personalizations go a long way. One thing that I've recently heard on a lot of my podcast guests, and it wasn't deliberate, was a lot of people are going back to mailing, and they're getting a lot of success with mailing. So personalization is important. Emojis is part of that. So now you have that ability. Even things like check marks and whatnot, those always stand out. So awesome to hear, Kevin. Cool. Well, we do this every month here. We're going to share with you what we're working on. We've got a lot of things in the back end that we're continuing to build out. We're really excited. It's Everything always takes a lot of time for us to build out because we really want to go through it carefully and think through the process there. So we're really excited to share with you every month what's going on. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. That bell icon, you can hit that so you get notified when we have new updates like this that come out. Anyways, Kevin, thanks for coming on with us, and we'll see you guys next month.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Take care, guys.